All right, hello and welcome back to Hollowponds Solo Sagas. So we are playing this will be the final part of our point crawl of attempting to write a Lancer point crawl. I think it's gone really well. This is the exfil. So we have approached the pirate, we have located the pirate base, we have approached the pirate base, we have infiltrated the pirate base, we have planted the explosives on the pirate base, and now we are exfiltrating from the pirate base. All of this is available on the Patreon, and by the 22nd of July, which means that it should already have been up, I think. Where's my thing? Yes, last week it should have been up for sale last week. I'm in the process of laying it out at the moment because I'm 3 weeks behind you. So I've got 2 weeks to get that done now. My writing for Artalzorian should be finished, and so I can now focus on getting that done, doing the layout for the point crawl. That should be available on drive-thru that you can purchase this with, including the map that Mandy has made. This is the exfil map. So let me read where we are. Point 3, the exfil. The sound of sirens is deafening. Red light strobes across the hangar, casting that particular shade that always seems to pump a little extra adrenaline into your veins. A forward crew has your mechs ready, prepped and primed. The flickering light reflects off their scarred hulls, worn and ready for one more fight. Your squad shouts their goodbyes, screams of good luck, there are only 2 survivors, echoes over the noise. They slap you on the back and mount up quickly aboard a shuttle they've secured for the evac. Now it's on you. Clear them a path. Buy just enough time for those charges to do their job and bring the whole place down behind you. One last push and you're home. So the setup. We can grant ourselves one quick rest, which means that we can spend 1 repair cap and then we can get Marquis back to full armor, taking Marquis to 2 repair cap remaining. Viking has got no damage taken as far as I can see at the moment, and so doesn't need to spend Viking's last repair cap. So 1 quick rest. This is an extraction mission as per the Lancer core book. Pick which short end of the map you enter from your target. We will enter from this end over here because I've already had that down there. The target is the opposing end. Each round, starting with round 1, bring in 2 NPC reserves by assigning a number between 1 and 4 to each ingress zone. We will go standard 1, 2, 3, 4. Re-roll 5s and 6s. Randomly select an NPC reserve from the list provided below. The list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On a 1, re-roll the dice. If you roll a 1 again, it's an elite pirate Ronin. Otherwise, it's opponent pirate Ronin. 2, pirate Aegis. 3, pirate archer. 4, pirate assault. 5, pirate sniper. 6, re-roll. On a 6, elite pirate berserker. Otherwise, a pirate berserker. Okay. There is no objective in this mission. Your only goal is to extract all player mechs. There are 2 turrets in the middle. Place a red marker on them at the start of the mission. Before the first mech of either side activates each round, each turret does 5 kinetic damage to the closest mech. If the turret is red, the target is a player mech. If it is blue, the target is an enemy mech. As a quick tech action, a player within sensors range may attempt to hack a turret versus E defense 10 to change its color from red to blue. Starting from round 6, roll a d6 at the start of each round. On a 1, the pirate base explodes after you have brought in that round's NPC reserves. Roll 12d6. Every mech still on the field takes that much damage, no saves. Any survivors may continue the mission. Then we've got that, and then we've got if all players are destroyed. So we will start, because this might be a long one, as we mean to go on. So there are no objectives in the mission. We're beginning of round 1, so beginning of round 1, each one of these will target one of us and do 5 points of damage to us. So that means Marquis takes 3 points of damage because he's got 2 armor, taking him to 17 hit points. And it means that our poor Viking gets hit straight to 5 hit points because Viking has no armor and so takes 5 kinetic damage round 1. So we then have 2 mechs will come in now, as it is now round 1 after that first bit. So before anything activates, we will roll a d6. So the first mech, no, this is where, 5 reroll. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is here. And that mech is a 5, which is a pirate sniper. We will use, because we've got loads of, we will use this one here as a sniper. So a sniper comes in here. I will grab the sniper sheet. And then we roll again. Next location is a 2, 1, 2, which is here. And this is a 6, we reroll. A 6 and a 6 is an elite pirate berserker. So we have an elite berserker will come in here. All right, an elite pirate berserker. Okay, we have our pirate sniper and our elite pirate berserker, and then we have us. All right, sorry, I didn't have the sheet for the elite pirate berserker, so I just had to print that out. So we will start round 1. We will begin with we activate first. We've taken some damage. We think it might be a good idea in the first instance to take advantage of that hack, and we are going to attempt, so Viking will activate first. Viking is going to attempt to do, so it's within sensors is 20. We are definitely within sensors of this turret. We're going to attempt to hack this turret first, and then we will move, I think, if we can, into cover of this, and then we're going to attempt to hack this thing here. So first off, we're going to, so this is Viking, who is the one with the little white star, activating for the first activation. We can use that bombardment in this one as well. We will attempt to hack this, which is a D20. We've got +6. We have a +1 accuracy for tech attacks because we're attempting to attack it. And it's not a mech, so I will not grant it the +1 accuracy for the database that we say we've got. We are standing next to Marquis, so we do get a +1 for an attempt to hack being next to our bonded comrade. Oh man, we've got +6 as well. We've got a 2, +5 is a 7, plus the 6 does beat the 10. So this changes from being red to blue. We will then, we can't, I mean, we can sort of see the elite berserker. It's an E attack on the elite berserker. We will attempt to do a quick tech attack because we want to keep moving this way because our goal is just to get there as soon as possible to get out. We could just boost, but that's a bit boredom. But we are going to attempt to take out that elite berserker, and we will do attempt first gate. You control the target's standard move. It could still come and get us if we attack it, take its standard move. All right, we are going to attempt to do eject power core to the berserker just to start off with. Basically, it will jam it until the end of its next turn. It becomes jammed. So we are going to attempt to jam that. We still get both of these. +1 for being the goblin, +1 for being next to our bonded, +1 as well for it being part of the database. We need to beat its E defense. Its E defense is 6, and we get +6. So we get 12, we get 18, we get an 18. So we beat its E defense, so it becomes jammed until the end of its next turn. And jammed means it can't use comms to talk to any character. It can't make attacks other than improvised attacks, grapple and ram. It can't take reactions or take the benefit of tech attacks. So it can move, but it can't talk or make any other attacks apart from grapples and rams. So it could attempt to ram us, but it can't attempt to do its normal type of attack. And we will then attempt to do a move, which is our move is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to just head up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. That will then be our Viking. We then have their go. We could have the sniper. The sniper is going to attempt to go. The sniper will pull out. It's artillery, isn't it? The sniper. So, does it have ordnance? No. The sniper does have ordnance. Before moving, target with ordnance. So, anti-material rifle, range 25, armor piercing, ordnance, loading. Does it have a shot? Range 25. Yes, it does. It actually has a shot on Marquis from there. So following the shoot, yes. Before moving, target with ordnance as many characters as you can. If there is a blast, try to hit more than one target. Then afterwards proceed to step 2. So it will attempt to shoot Marquis using the anti-material rifle, which is a super heavy rifle, range 25, attack +2 with 2 accuracy dice. Doing 10 kinetic damage. We'll roll it first and see what it comes up with. We've got a 5 plus a 6, which is an 11, plus the 2, which is a 13. 13 will actually only just beats the 11 of Marquis's 11, but hits Marquis for 10 kinetic damage, doing 8 damage going through, taking Marquis down to 9 hit points as a round pounds into Marquis. That is just an attack. We would then have going to 2. Do you have rockets and missiles? No. Do you have the sniper's mark? Yes. Sniper's mark is a full action though. Can you teleport? Yes. All right. The sniper is now going to do a move of a speed of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to give a view on if anyone moves. 1, 2, 3, 4 here, moving closer and round, and then he's going to hold to use the reaction of moving target to allow it to reload if someone moves, which of course they will do. So that is the sniper. Next we have Marquis. Marquis has taken a bit of a caning. Marquis is really hand to hand now. I think Marquis is going to move up to, Marquis is going to move up to Viking to cover Viking, and Marquis does have, Marquis has an assault rifle, so Marquis is going to shoot. Yep, it's within range. Marquis is going to shoot at the berserker and see if he can get some extra damage on that berserker. At the moment, the berserker can react. The berserker has resistance to all damage unless impaired, stunned, immobilized, shredded, slowed, or exposed. It's jammed, which is none of those. So instead, Marquis, so it will get resistance, but Marquis can try and shoot it. Marquis gets +1 for being next to Viking, and I think that's it. Just that +1. Viking is +2 to this attack, giving 2. That's 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 does beat its evasion of 10, doing a D6 reliable 2, doing 2 points. It has resistance, which means it takes 1 point of damage. It has 1 point of armor. It takes no damage. I think that means it takes no damage because it will take 1 point. Oh no, resistance, it still takes 1 point of damage, doesn't it? So it goes down to 11 because the armor would take it down to 1 hit point, and the resistance would still just round up to 1 hit point. So it takes 1 point of damage, bugger all. And then what will Marquis do? Marquis could, I suppose at the start of his turn, Viking could have locked that, because Viking has a reaction that on the start of their turn he can do a lock. What else could Marquis do? Nothing. He is going to hold his action to attack something that comes within range of him. So he's going to prepare an assault action for something that comes within range, and that is Marquis. We then have the elite berserker can go. He moved, so he has reloaded. As Marquis moved, the sniper will have reloaded his assault rifle using his reaction. We now have the elite berserker, and elite berserker The striker is not engaged, it's melee focused, so he's going to attempt to move into attack. Actually has the core worms, but would need to be within range 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He could core worm Marquis. Alright, so he is going to, as a full action, on his first instance, he will core worm Marquis. Oh, and he can't, because he can't do any action apart from grappling or ramming. So he can move speed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and attempt to ram Marquis. So he's going to go speed 5, 5, and then as he gets into here, Marquis can do his attack on him because he had it held. So Marquis is going to then do, as he gets to there, Marquis will do a heavy mount attack. He will consume that. Because he is consuming that to do a heavy mount attack, the pods, the autoflex pods on Viking will launch, doing 3 kinetic damage against the Berserker, which goes down to 1, taking the Berserker down to 10 hit points. And Marquis is going to attempt to hack him with his heavy mount. He gets a +1 for being next to Viking, +1 for his muscles, and he's +2. He gets a 10, he gets a 15, he gets a 17. He could have really done with a crit for that. Doing 1d6 +4, reliable 3. Doing 6 +4, doing 10 points of damage against the Elite Berserker. And the Elite Berserker has got something. After taking damage for the first time, the Berserkers must immediately attack a random adjacent character, hostile or allied, with the chain axe. So he will attack Marquis with the chain axe. And that's it. But he does take 10 damage. -1, 9, which ends up being 5, taking him down to 5 hit points. He then will attempt to smack Marquis with the chain axe. He gets +1 to this, which is 17, which is an 18. Which hits Marquis, doing 7 kinetic damage against Marquis. 2 makes 5, puts Marquis down to 4 hit points. Now the Elite Berserker does get to go twice, which I just checked, which I just remembered. Now that was, no he can't, no, well that counts because it's a reaction. He's allowed to do that. Then he will finish off his charge, and that gets burnt, and he has charged into Marquis, attempting to ram Marquis. So he does a melee attack with the aim of knocking the target prone and then back. So he's charged in. He does a melee attack, which we would give +1 to, which is an 18 again. So he knocks Marquis back by 1 and prone. That is the Berserker's go. We then have Viking, has Viking's second go. All right, that Berserker is up close and is causing problems. So Viking, if Viking moves it, well, that's until the end of its next turn, so it's no longer jammed. Can't jam it again. I think Hurl into the Duat. I think we're going to start throwing Hurl into the Duat out because we're going to need to get this pumped up to the 4th gate to then be able to start making people attack each other. So we are going to, we will then also be able to use that as well. So we're going to mark it as part of our turn. We are going to, we can do, when an allied character adjacent to you attacks the target and consumes lock on them, may roll twice and choose either result. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. All right, we are going to mark it. We are going to quick tech attack. Doesn't count as an invade, sadly. So we can't pump its heat up anymore. But we are going to consume that to give ourselves an edge. Consume that for the database. Consume that because we are a goblin. We need to beat its 10. 7, which we've also got a +6, which means that we beat its 10, which means we control its... does it take heat? It does. Make a tech attacking its target. On a success, they take 2 heat. and you invite and you do an additional, so it's got 2 heat, then we get to control its standard move next turn, but we've got the first gate, so we locked it, we did that, we're now going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that it's done. The Berserker's turn. Berserkers, we control its move is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to move it over there. It then is going to, because it can do it, so it can do a stampede, avalanche charge, move spaces equal to their speed in a straight line, ignoring reactions and engagements, and then attacks a random adjacent character. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't do that because it could boost and do that, so it will boost and then charge in and attack Marquis, because Marquis is on the ground. It gets a +1 because he's on the ground, so that is used up and needs to be recharged. And it will get a +1 attack. 12, 17, 18, 19, doing 7 kinetic damage to Marquis, doing 5 kinetic damage to Marquis, knocking Marquis down to a 19, and taking up 1 of Marquis's structure. Marquis now rolls a structure die. A 2 is not great, I don't think. A structure of a 2, system trauma, part of your mechs are torn off by damage roll of d6. A 3, all weapons on 1 mount of your choice are destroyed. But that's it. So we've got all weapons on 1 mount. We're going to go for the assault rifle. The assault rifle gets smashed apart as the Berserker charges in with its chain axe, hacks down upon Marquis, who is floating in front of him, and then that is that. Sniper doesn't go. Viking had Viking's second go. That is the end of round 1. We will reset for round 2. Right. Beginning of round 2. This does 5 damage on Viking. Taking Viking to 0 hit points, which takes the Vikings to 10, structure to 3. A 1 on the structure damage, direct hit. The result depends on your mech's remaining structure. Has 3 remaining structure. Your mech is stunned until the end of your next turn. So hits and stuns, and it does. This one does 5 points of damage on the sniper, taking the sniper to 5 hit points. So, beginning of round 2, we now need to see what new mechs come in. We roll 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, 1, 2, 3, which is up here. It is a 2, a pirate Agris. Let's chuck this one as one of them in here, and then we just need to get out. 6, reroll. 5, reroll. 2, 1, 2, down here again. A 1, and if we roll a 1 again, it is, nope, it's a normal pirate Ronin. We'll use that as a pirate Ronin. So we've got an Aegis and a pirate Ronin come in as well. Okay, I think Viking is just going to attempt to run away and just trying to get out of here clear. Marcus is okay. First turn, we clear our stun. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going clockwise. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the Elite Berserker. I think the Elite Berserker is going to, let's see, what can it do? It's going to launch worms. If it launches worms, it's got 50-50. Okay. Between 1 and 10, it's going to launch worms at Viking. Otherwise, it's going to try hacking up Marquis. 1 and 10, it relaunches worms at Marquis. So Viking gets hit by worms. Viking is within worms distance, which is 10. So 1d3 worms, little drones come out of the Berserker, which is 3. So 3, they all might die. 3 worms come out of the Berserker and embed themselves in Viking. They will drill through and kill Viking in 5 rounds. in 5 rounds. So 5 rounds after this. So we might be out of here by then. And at that point, Viking gets killed. That is consumed. That's a full action. And then we could go after. Now we'll hold here at this point to then wait for Marquis, because we're going to kick the hell out of Marquis. As far as we're concerned, Viking's now dead. Now we've got Marquis. Marquis uses his move to stand, which isn't an action, so it doesn't trigger anything. And then he's going to fall. Oh, we could run over, but then he's going to trigger. No, we're going to have to deal with the Berserker, who's basically in our threat zone. We are going to attempt to hack the Berserker to death, hopefully, which is a full attack from Marquis, a barrage, which is a plus D6, and then another one for being, so that's the muscles. Now we don't get, is that it? And +2. When you grapple around an opponent the same size or smaller, you should have got a minus because of Marcus being a Blackbeard, I think. So this is a, what will this be? Chain attack. So this is a chain attack, which is a 13 plus 5, which is an 18 plus 2, which is a 20, which is a crit. So we quit with the train attack. I don't think that helps us. I think critting with the heavy sword means that we can do a secondary attack against another person, but we don't have that. We can skirmish. No, we couldn't skirmish. We could have done to try and get out of his threat range, but we're not going to. So that means we do a critical, which is a D6 damage, which is a 6 because we roll 2 and choose the one we want, which is a 6 against the elite pirate. 6 minus 1 for its armor is a 5. 6, which is a 3, drops it to 2 hit points. And then we do the same again with our heavy mount sword, which is a 7 plus 2, which is a 9 plus 4, which is a 13, which beats his evasion. It does a D6 plus 4, come on, a 6. Yes! It does 10 points, minus 1 armor, goes to 9. It's got the resistance, which takes it to 5, which takes it to 3 points off, which means it goes to a 9 hit points, and it drops down to 1 structure. It then takes structural damage, rolling a 1, which means it is stunned, I do believe, if I remember from no, because it's only got 1 structure left. So it's got 1 structure left. Your mech is destroyed. So with 1 structure left, rolling a 1 on the dice for the structured dice is a direct hit. Your mech is destroyed. So Marquis comes down with the chain axe, smashing it at armor, cracking the armor plating open, and then hacks in with the heavy sword, smashing that armor open and causing the elite berserker to die, thankfully. All right, thank goodness for that. That was stood up, attacked, click, done. All right, we now have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sniper is going to use the mark. The sniper is going to use sniper's mark on, here we'll use this one. It's going to use sniper's mark on Viking, who's got the worms bearing into him, within line of sight, which means that a hit is going to do 1 structural damage instead of normal damage. They know they've got a sniper's knife. They can ignore it and take the damage normally if they're in cover or prone. On their turn, characters with sniper's mark may drop prone as a free action. The sniper's mark only marks 1 character at a time. Okay, so it can move and snipe, or can just take damage and be slowly pierced down. And then it is going to, if it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, it can't shoot. So it's going to go 1, it's going to move in to get, so it can see him all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although this thing is still pounding into it and it's about to kill it. Nothing else is elite, is it? Now it's us, which is then Viking. Viking, moving target. The sniper interrupts the movement. The character must either given up the trailing action / movement, or be immediately attacked by the sniper using anti-material. All right, well, first off, we're going to try and pull these worms off. We're going to double check to see how the worms work. The target and adjacent to the main remove one drone at a time with a successful system engineering check as a quick action. All right, so Viking is going to attempt 2 systems checks as quick actions to attempt to crack this off. We're giving a plus D6 for this whole check, so we need to hit 10s. That's a hit, so the first one comes off. 1 worm gets pulled off. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 2 for grit makes it 10 exactly. So we're down to 1 worm. 1 worm, and we've got, so 1 clock tick has gone, so we've got 4 left. Because we are on round 2, so I should have moved it on, I think. And then if he moves, he is going to get shot. If he moves, he's going to get shot. Now, if he drops, did that mean he loses it? All right, so if Viking drops prone and then moves at half speed, he's okay. He doesn't get shot. But we still need to try and get to the other side as quickly as possible. I mean, if he gets shot, he's going to take the structural damage. And then we might both die. He's going to just run, he's going to leg it. He's going to move full speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the point of him moving for the first time, which is back here, I'll leave that where it is, the sniper can shoot him. The sniper has a +2 and 2 accuracy to try and hit him. He's going to hit him. And Viking has a evasion of 11. That's a hit, isn't it? That's 18, 19, 20. So he hits. He does 10 kinetic damage to 10 kinetic damage to Viking, which just burns all the way through. So I won't even bother taking that, but it just consumes a whole. Oh no, it just consumes the structure anyway. It would have used to consume the structure anyway. So that takes Viking down to 2 structure damage. A 1. Oh man, that's not good. I think Viking's out. He's got 2 structure left. Roll a hull check. On a success, your mech is stunned until the end of the next turn. On a failure, your mech is destroyed. Okay, so we've got to roll a hull check. We have a minus for hull checks. We have 1 difficulty for hull checks. We have no pluses for this. We have a grit of +2, I do believe. So we get +2 to this. We need to have a target of 11, which is the sniper's target. We hit. So we get 16, we get an 18. So we are stunned instead of dead. And that was Viking's second go, which we now have. So that's it for Viking. So let's just put 2 on Viking so I know Viking's had 2 goes. Viking needs to shed that. How are we going to do that? We've still got 1 worm to get rid of. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. All right, so the Aegis. So the Aegis is a support. So the support flow. Is there a target with a negative condition within range, either with a move or without moving? You have the ability to remove it. No. There's target within range under half hit points. You can heal them. No. Target within range you can link and put. No. Are there targets within range you can move or relocate? No, because this one is a shielding area that the Aegis can create. Can you make a target hidden? No. Drone or shield? Yes. We can put up a shield. So we can put up a shield at the moment, and there's no one nearby that we can really benefit, but it would block this area, and our shield stops people from entering because we have Ring of Fire. Any hostile characters that start their turn inside the area affected by the defense net, or that enter it for the first time in a round, take 2 heat and become shredded until they leave the area, which is not going to be good for Vikings. So we will full action put up the shield, and we could move. Once we put the shield up, can we not move or can we still move? So the shield, I think the shield can still, hold on, let me read this slowly. No, it's immobilized, but all ranged and melee and tech attacks against the character. Okay, so first off, it will move to here. It's going to move to here. Now the shield is a 3, which means if it moves there, it's the whole of this area is created by the shield. Is that right? Burst area 3. Okay, and it is going to put up the shield. So the shield is up. This whole area is this burning, vibrating shield, and that is its turn. Anything that enters is going to take heat damage, and as it stays in, it still takes heat damage. We then have Viking has already gone twice, so we have this fella over here. Does anyone remember what he was? He was a Ronin, wasn't he? He was a Pirate Ronin. Okay, it is a Pirate Ronin, is a striker. I reckon this is just going to go straight for Marquis. I mean, we don't have a VIP as such, so the VIP is the very important target, rather, is whoever's closest. So our Ronin has got a speed of 5. Okay, he's going to go and murder Marquis. I think we're going to lose this one. So we are going to charge into Marquis. Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and then we will boost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, coming into that, Marquis does have he's then moving into Marquis's threat range, I do believe, and has to move through Marquis's threat range. And the heavy sword has a threat of 2. So as it moves from the one to the other, Marquis can burn his reaction to hit it, which is, that's a 10, that's a 12, and the elite Ronin has, the Pirate Ronin rather, has a 10. Okay, so he hits the Pirate Ronin, but only a plain hit, doing 9 points. Which halves, so the Pirate Ronin goes down to 9 hit points as he cleaves into it with his heavy sword going through the threat, using up that, but that means that Marquis is not going to be on the Pirate Ronin's Christmas list. The Pirate Ronin, they roll, what's this, reaction. They roll 1d6. On a 4+, they gain resistance to damage from that attack, and the attacker must repeat the attack against themselves. All right, rebound. Okay, so this as a reaction to the reaction, we roll a d6. We get 5. So they gain resistance to the damage from that attack, which means that it was 9, 10, that's a 5. That takes him to a 13 hit points. That's now been used. We need to, oh no, it's just a reaction. So that consumes the Ronin's reaction. They've got resistance to get it, and the attacker must repeat the attack against themselves. Okay, so now he tries to, now it rebounds back off of him. He does a 13 plus 4, which is a 17 plus 2, which is a 19. He hits himself. He does 10 points of damage against himself, which takes 2 off, makes 8, which takes him down to 11 hit points. He's got 11 hit points in the threat as the sword, he smashes down upon the Ronin as it comes off, hits his shield, bounces off and cracks him in the top of the head. That is that Ronin's reaction. Now the Ronin does the attack that he charged in to do in the first place, which is his carbon fiber sword. He gets a +1 accuracy and a +2, attempting to hit an 11, getting a 19, getting a 21, which is a crit, which means it does a d6 plus a d6 damage, kinetic. It does 12 points of damage on Marquis, which is 10 points of damage because he's got armor, which takes him down to 1 hit point away from getting damaged. Is there anything else that comes off of that? Characters damaged by the Ronin's mark get the Ronin's mark. At the start of the Ronin's turn, the Ronin can clear all Ronin's mark as a free action. Automatically deal 1d6 damage for each. Automatically deal 1d6 damage to all characters that have a Ronin's mark cleared in this way. So he's got a Ronin's mark on him. And that is the Ronin who has charged in. And that is the end of round 2. On to round 3. I think the sniper should have used, should have cleared reloaded his gun as someone moving as a reaction probably. Did anyone move? The only one who moved was Viking, and he got shot for the pleasure of it, didn't he? So no, he can't this turn. Alright, round 3, starting up. The turret near Viking shoots Viking, putting Viking down to 5 hit points. The turret near the sniper shoots the sniper, killing the sniper. Oh no, putting the sniper down to 0 hit points, which means the sniper goes back to 10 hit points, but goes to, no, it's only got 1 structure, so that goes down to 0 structure, which means this thing will shoot the sniper dies, and the sniper's mark comes off. That was lucky. The sniper is out. That gives us 2 left on the table. So start of round 3, they've done the damage. We now go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 here, and it is a 2. I think that's another Aegis. It is another Aegis. So another Aegis is going to come on. Do I have another one of those ones? No. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch this out for this model. Because then I can switch it, put another one down here, and then it's the second Aegis. So that Aegis can change up and here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down here we have a 5, which is another sniper. Okay. We'll bring another sniper in down here. Cool. All right. So we have, that is how we stand. We have stunned, means that we've got nothing that Viking can do at this point because he took damage and got stunned, which means that Viking doesn't do anything for this active action, and the stun goes. The worms eat in one more turn. There's one more worm burrowing through Viking's cockpit canopy, and he's starting to panic Viking. We are not looking too good at this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, re-rolling 5s and 6s. 1. The Aegis is the Aegis can shoot at Viking, and there's not much else the Aegis can really do. It's got a range of 8, which is within range. It does 3 damage and 2 burn damage. Ooh, that's not going to be great for Viking. Okay, so it does a D +1 D20, 11, which is a 12, which hits Viking's 11, doing 3 energy damage, putting Viking down to 2 hit points, and doing 2 burn damage. So not 2 heat damage, which puts Viking down to 2 burn. How do you get rid of burn? So that also counts as him taking 2 heat damage. And what it is at the beginning of your turn, you make an engineering check, an engineering save, and if you succeed against so the target, which would be an 10, then you clear your burn at that point, otherwise you take burn damage. Engineering save against 10? I guess so, or is it against his own target? No, it would be against 10. So, the Aegis has done that attack, and then the Aegis is going to sit there because it's immobilized, so it can't do anything else, but it's really stuffing up Viking. We then can switch to Marquis. Marquis is going to see if Marquis can get rid of this Ronin. He could, so if he skirmishes, he can move first and then attack, or Marquis might just try going out in a blaze of glory and see if he can keep Viking going down. There is a fail state for this one. Okay, Marquis. It's on 1 hit point. Let's think. But if he does hit him, then he's got that reaction that comes off of him, unless he can kill it. But I doubt he can kill it because he's got 13 hit points left. All right, Marquis is going to try and kill it. Why not, eh? So Marquis is going to attempt to do the chain attack on it. Can he kill it? He's got a D6 damage and a D10 damage. He can potentially do 16 points of damage. If he can get all 16 points of damage on it, then he can kill it. But it can do resistance against the first attack if it works as a reaction, which it will attempt to do. All right, so first attack. He is going to attempt to do, he gets +1 accuracy against it. He's on a +2. He attempts to hack it with the chain axe. 19, 20, 21, 22. So he does a crit against it. It is going to try and resist this. A 6 means it gets resistance against it, and he has to attack himself. He misses himself. Okay, so he doesn't take damage back, but this thing is going to take, but it's got resistance to get it. So he takes 2 points of damage. Resistance is 1 point of damage. He can't kill it. He goes down to 12 hit points. And then he's going to attempt to do the same thing with the nanocarbon sword, which is a 10, which is a 12, which is a 13, 14, which hits it. It can't defend itself this time. It takes 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. 7, taking it to 5 hit points. It's used up its reaction, so it can't do anything, and Marquis is then going to move away at speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here, which case, because it moved, the sniper will burn his reaction. Oh no, the sniper's already loaded, isn't it? It's a different sniper. The sniper is loaded, so the sniper could shoot him. Okay, the sniper is going to attempt to shoot him, burn its reaction. As Marquis moved across, he is going to shoot him. Marquis is going to let him try to shoot him, which means he does a d6 plus 2 accuracy plus 2, which is a 10, which is a 13, which is a 15, which hits Marquis, doing 10 points of damage on Marquis, taking Marquis to 10, which is an 8, which takes a 7, which takes Marquis to 13 hit points, 2 structure, a 1, which means that Marquis has got 2 structure left, rolling a 1, a hull check. On a success, it's stunned. On a failure, it dies. He is alright for hull checks, he's just bad on engineering checks. He's got a hull of 2, so he needs to make a, I think, is this a 12 that he needs to make? He needs to make a hull check, which is a fail. So that's only an 8, so no matter what he goes against, that's a fail, which means Marquis blows up. Marquis is destroyed. Marquis's mech goes up and he ejects out. And that is the end of Marquis. That's done, that's done. So this fella went, didn't he? Oh no, that was Marquis. So now we're on them again. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, we've got the Ronin. The Ronin can, on a full thing, give his Ronin's mark. What's we got? No, that's different. So he is going to speed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is going to move and then boost, and then he's going to attack Viking. He gets a +2 to this, which is a 5 + 2 is 7, which misses. It misses Viking. All right. Viking has 1 worm. It's now Viking's go. Viking has 1 worm on him. So Viking is going to, for a quick action, he is going to attempt to do a system save to get. So Marquis sadly has perished. Well, he's not dead, but he's been ejected. So he's going to try and do a systems check to get rid of this, which is a 15. Plus the 2, plus the 4, which definitely clears it. So he clears all the worms. Then he's going to attempt to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means he takes 2 heat by going in. Oh no! He then, at the beginning of his turn, he needs to have made an engineering check, which he's got a 0, which is 8, which is a foul. So he takes 2 heat at the beginning of his turn, taking him to 4 heat. Then which means he then goes, his stress goes to 3, and then he goes back up to 0, which means he needs to roll one of these. He gets a 4, which means that heat wise, oh man, we don't want him because that means he dies. Which means heat wise, a 4 is he becomes exposed. Exposed means that he is stuffed. The armor is weakened. He has no armor. He doesn't anyway. He takes double damage, but he can still do stuff. He can still do stuff. All right. And then he takes another 2 heat because he's gone into there. So he moved. Then he's going to boost out. Oh, he might be able to get out. And then he's going to boost out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. That must be his second go, because that must have been his second go. All right. So round 3, I don't think Viking can survive this. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. The Aegis is going to, can't really do much. The Aegis is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move up to try and get involved into this. That is the Aegis's go. And then the sniper is going to, so the sniper's used his reaction. The gun is unloaded. The sniper will attempt to reload. So we'll stabilize to reload and then move 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe Viking can get out. So that is that. But Viking is still going to get shot by that thing. End of round 3. Round 4 will reset. Okay, before we bring on any new ones, this thing shoots that Aegis for 5 points. Putting it on 11 hit points. And then this is going to shoot Viking. Putting Viking, doing 5 points to Viking, putting Viking on 7 hit points and 1 structure. So we roll 3 structure dice. We've got a 1. We've only got 1 left, which I'm pretty sure means that Viking blows up. Direct 1 structure dice, your mech is destroyed. Okay. So on the last turn, which would have got Viking out, the mech gets blown up before we can escape from this. Oh, that was a bit deadly, wasn't it? I don't know if I played that properly. I probably was a bit distracted because there's all sorts of nonsense going on outside the house. So, if all mechs are destroyed, the mission still succeeds as the base is blown to hell, but you have suffered a loss. You may narratively decide what that loss is or roll on the loss table. So we have lost, so we still take a license level, but we don't get a reward. So we get a license level because we finished the mission, but we don't get a reward. I need to rewrite this. Still get license level, which is a shame really. Well, we still might get a final scene. Finally, write a scene where you're awarded a medal, a big gold one, in a fancy ceremony, presented by a princess with tall hair and too much blusher. Everybody cheers. Everybody cheers. So what's our loss? So we have a D20. Let's see what our loss is. A 2. Loss of a limb. Decide which limb is lost. You can regrow it or have a cybernetic replacement. It doesn't create any mechanical difference to your character, no pun intended, but gives you some narrative flavour to explore. So, in the process of Viking ejecting, so Viking is an augmented human with the data point pole and lost a limb. So we will pick up next game, next session, where we will do a extra license level for Marquis and Viking. We have succeeded in blowing up the base, but we lost that final part of the crawl, getting out. Both mechs got destroyed, and we'll see how long this goes for once I've cut it down. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, do consider subscribing. Thank you so much to the Adventurers Guild for all of your support. I'm going to go quickly now because this has been a long session and I'm really hungry. See ya.